Before you listen to this story, let's pause for a moment. Not to decide who is right, not to decide who is wrong. This is not a judgment, and it is not an accusation. It is simply an invitation to listen more honestly. Many people believe that society breaks down because people do not know enough. But more often, society weakens because people refuse to learn. Not knowing is human. No one is born with understanding. But refusing to learn, refusing to listen, and refusing to question ourselves is a choice. We live in a time where emotions travel faster than understanding, where opinions are louder than facts, and where drama often replaces responsibility. People speak confidently about things they have never studied. They repeat fragments of information and call it knowledge. They give advice without understanding consequences, and when questioned, they hide behind one sentence: I didn't know. But not knowing does not automatically remove responsibility. There is a difference between ignorance and the refusal to learn. Ignorance can be healed. Refusal hardens. When ignorance becomes content, when misinformation becomes entertainment, and when confidence replaces humility, society slowly loses its ability to think together. We see arguments everywhere, but very little listening. We see certainty, but very little understanding. People defend their opinions as if they were identities, and any attempt to question them is treated as an attack. Learning requires discomfort. It requires admitting that we might be wrong. It requires slowing down and listening to perspectives we do not like. And that is exactly what many people try to avoid. It is easier to react than to reflect. It is easier to blame than to understand. It is easier to follow drama than to sit quietly with complexity. But societies do not collapse overnight. They erode slowly. They erode when people stop learning, when they stop listening, when they stop taking responsibility for the impact of their words. This podcast is not here to shame anyone. It is here to remind us that growth begins with humility, that listening is not weakness, and that learning is not an admission of failure, but a sign of strength. You do not have to agree. You do not have to change today. Just pause, just listen, and maybe ask yourself one honest question: am I protecting my comfort, or am I willing to learn? You are listening to
สถานีจุดพักคลายเหนื่อย